So we're full of giggles and full of laughs. I'm Heru.
Okay.
I'm so excited today to introduce to you again a guest on our show, Stella Edwards, who is going to be teaching us a little pointers about her upcoming book, titled tentatively or titled at this time, Book of Lights. And it's got a lot of incredible insight on daily magic and learning how to integrate the power of spirit. Hey, Stella.
Hi. So I'm Stella. Um, I really like to talk about the beauty of magic. I've written this book, and with the hopes of, I don't know, I want to say spreading the word that magic is good. Magic is peaceful, magic is beautiful. And if you believe, you can do and become anything against any odd, all odds, actually. Um, it doesn't matter where you come from, it's where you're going and where your vision wants to take you. So if you want to go somewhere, set your eye on your vision, on your prize, and go for that. My book is, it's not about, it's not a dictionary for sure. It's not that. It's not a self-help book per se, but it's a book about living and experiences and believing and knowing that if you believe, anything and everything is possible. Or you are someone who wants to just feel happier, or you want to heal, then it's all possible. Everything is possible. And in our world today, I think it's so easy to be blinded by so much light of the light of a darkness, actually, because it becomes so bright, like the darkness is fading, that so much it's blinding the way the world has become. But that doesn't mean you can't find your own way and create what you need to create and go for it and believe in it. I come from a very small town in Newfoundland, Lawn, and I believe that anything is possible. And the more people that believe, it becomes not just one, it becomes two, and then 10, and then 20. And we all come together wherever we are in the world, and whatever our backgrounds, whatever our beliefs, whatever the case, and we all make things happen because it's all about the energy. It's the energy of one human being onto another, or onto the world, or onto an animal, whatever the case. But this is the time. I think we have a good opportunity here with all this chaos that's happening in the world to create something that's not chaotic. And let's see what happens when there's something that shines brighter than the chaos.
So, a new system of belief in the
Yeah,
chaos,
exactly.
a new system of spiritual belief of what could be.
Definitely. And the
So,
spiritual piece is so important.
yeah, the walk with God.
Oh, what happens without God, Hiru?
Amen.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's the book of light initially, but then you put this thought into my head about the book of lights. You said that one day, and I said that's correct because I'm not wanting to just take one piece. I The book of lights because there's so many pieces in each chapter. So I'm going with that title, the book of lights. Is that okay with you?
That's awesome. Book of
Okay.
Lights.
Yeah. So the chapters are mostly, of course, about love, and not just well, romantic love, of course, platonic love, self-love, love of the earth, love of anything, just passing love from soul to soul, person to person. um I don't know, kind of like just being like this little beam of light that's just carrying around love, and wherever it lands, some people accept it, other people pretend they don't accept it, but then later they realize, oh yeah, that was a beam of love. So it falls everywhere. If you carry it with you, it goes with you wherever you go. So it's about that. It's also about the aura of people. It's
Mhm.
about believing in yourself and your dreams. It's about believing in anything and everything, that anything and everything is possible if you believe. If you don't believe, then that can always change. It's kind of like a process of having to learn to believe sometimes for people, I think. I just naturally believed right from the beginning, but that's a little strange. I don't know. But believing in things and believing in what is inside of you and what you can become. I remember hearing like many years ago about it's not where you come from, it's where you're going. And that really stood out for me, coming from a very small town in a small province in Canada, to not look back like and think, well, I only come from here, so I'm not going to go there. Oh yeah, you can go anywhere. because anyone can go anywhere and do anything if you believe, if you have an idea, or if you have a heart that supports the idea. So that's what's really important to me. So in the book, there's so many different themes, Hiru. There are themes about um, connect being connectivity, love, peace, change, um, family, whatever type of family that is. And well, there's so many pieces just about trying to reach out to people, not to heal someone. I'm not doing that, but to present something that will help people to understand maybe I can heal myself. But if I had some guidance or some clues along the way, I may be able to do it. So I'm all for bar. Yeah, you can do it, but not through me, through yourself. But I can be a vehicle or the conduit to help with that.
And through the power of belief.
The power of belief is everything. It's very it's a comrade to um, truth. It really is. Because if you take on a belief, a self belief, nobody can break that unless you choose to release it. No one can take that from you. It's all within yourself, your mind, your spirit, everything. The only thing that can take that from you, if it's about letting it go. If you release it to someone or to something, then oh, that's a pity, but you can still restart again. But it's all within yourself. You don't need anything. You can, I spend so much time in India and people are just sitting on rocks, but they still believe in something, and it comes to pass. So it's a beautiful thing, and it's free. That's the thing about it. Nobody has to pay for it. It's almost, I want to say, joyful, because anybody can take it and say, I believe in this, or I believe I can do that. And if you really believe, nothing can stop you. So it's such a there's something so beautiful in that. It's just a beauty, a piece of beauty. It really is a piece of beauty.
That was truly powerful and revolutionary. Belief as a comrade of truth.
Yeah,
It's like a little internal system of like a fortitude of keeping a
it is.
reality of
Well,
manifestation. Yeah.
mhm. Fortitude,
Hmm.
fortitude. You see what's ahead of you, and you
Hmm.
think, I see my path, I see my plan. Now let's see you do that.
Yeah.
So in comes action. In walks action, which is not always the easy part, but in it comes, let's walk, let's do it. And fortitude is such a beautiful word. It sounds like a fortress. When I
Right.
hear the word fortitude, I think of fortress, but it's
Yeah.
not. Fortitude is it's the it's how would I describe it exactly? It's the beautiful um realization that you have accomplished
Hmm.
a difficult path, whether it's a health crisis or whatever crisis may happen to a person. The fortitude is not a fortress at all. In fact, it's just
Yeah.
a plan. It's a vision. It's an eye on the prize.
Hmm.
Right?
Spiritual enforcement. That
Oh my
four.
goodness! Yeah.
That four
See,
is here. Yeah.
leave it to the king.
Love it.
Yeah. No.
So this is a beautiful conversation in creating sort of like these spiritual fortitudes and enforcing the person or the individual's means of manifestation through your Book of Lights, teaching belief and learning systems of belief as a partner to truth.
Yes.
Do you feel that that is like a recipe, or is there like a solid tutorial that the book really brings forward?
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good question, because there are certainly pieces in the book. Some people would like, I've learned people really like to have steps in their progress. What steps do I take?
Mhm.
And that's important to recognize and to honor that. So there are steps interwoven within the book, but I can't say that it's a book of self-help. It's not. It's a book of stories. It's a book of experiences, and it's a book of what's in your heart. What have you survived? What do you want to do? Who am I? Where am I going? Where was I? Da, 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 da. So there are no steps to that. But yet, if someone were to look back, well, I stepped here and I moved up or I moved down, whatever. So there are stepping stones, but I don't think there's a ritualistic step or a set of steps to get somewhere necessarily, because the ebb and the flow, like the weaving, it's so beautiful. Like that's where the dance is. The dance is right there, and that's where you find who you really are. Any book that you find that's true to your heart, it's phenomenology. That's the word. It's when you can read something. Phenomenology. It's the word. of the understanding of I read that and I thought, that's me. And yes, it could be me, it could be anyone, it could be you. um, but what do I take from this that fits for me? And people don't even have to ask that question, because when you read something that really fits or that's truth for you, oh, it just fills you up. And it's the
Yeah.
most beautiful thing. I'm going to research myself
Hmm.
and find out phenomenologically what it is I want to do, how I resonate from pieces around me, whatever that's nature, whatever the case it is. But phenomenology, there's something profound about that, and it's a
Yeah.
big word. So, like, I don't really want to throw around big words. It's more like what fits me or what has chosen me. What am I choosing? And something is like coming towards me, kind of like the wind, like we often get here. The wind is coming toward me, but what is on the wind? What's on the wind of that change and the change of the wind, and people get that if you live on an island like here. It just comes. It comes and you feel it. And there's nothing more so, like, words are great, but the feeling is profound, I feel.
Do you feel the winds of change in your life, or
Definitely.
what are you
Whoa,
saying it's
big
looking
time.
like lately?
Oh, it's looking good. It's feeling good.
Yeah.
Um uh, yeah, it feels good. What the word that came to my mind? It feels happy.
Awesome, Stella. Awesome.
Yeah, it feels happy because everyone deserves happiness. And if you meet someone who says, I've never been through anything, they're lying. Simple.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, like, stop lying about that. But for me, happy, and to know, like, something I can feel several things coming towards me, and it makes me very happy. And
Hmm.
it's helping my patients to just settle back a little tiny bit, patience, settle back and let the change occur when the timing is right. And that all goes up to God, of course,
Yeah.
divine timing.
Yeah.
So I have my eye on a couple of prizes and I feel good about it.
That's good. A
Yeah,
return to goodness in your life. Awesome.
goodness,
Yeah.
goodness. It's such a beautiful thing, like pure goodness. The
Hmm.
world needs more talk and more experience and more people saying, there's something about goodness that makes us all happy. Let's all be happy as opposed to being miserable. That might be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying?
I
You
absolutely
know?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making
Like, I know
choices.
my king is coming. I know it. I can see it. Actually, I've had visions of it. Um, and there's a lot of good wealth. Yeah, there's a lot of good things. Well, richness is within the heart, it's within the life, and it's just looking at your life and saying, you know, this is a wonderful place to be. I have this good person in my life. Because I have a daughter, we have this new person that's come into our lives, and it's a beautiful thing. I've also had beautiful people in my life. And what I've realized since our last chat or last time filming, I don't have the sorrow anymore, which is so amazing. Like, how long did that take, Hiru? I guess I met you and that's it. That's what happened. Everything changed. But the sorrow, like, just kind of like flew away because I, I didn't need to feel sorrow anymore. What was I feeling the grief about? I had no reason. And I realized that not through script, because I don't even know what you're going to ask me when I come on here.
Yeah.
And but I realized that's not part of what's really meaningful or who I am. It's not part of my journey now. It's a whole different spectrum. It's a whole different light. Like, out with the old. My mom always says, out with the old, in with the new. Magic is in the air.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with love and opening up
Yeah.
the heart.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
something to do with love.
Yeah.
And it's not here just yet, but it's coming because I can feel it.
Absolutely. It reminds me of the five stages of grief: denial,
Yeah,
anger, bargaining,
yeah,
depression. And here we are at
yeah.
acceptance and replacement, essentially.
Like, what's all this time? Like, wasting all this time, wasting it all when there's so much to be done or to experience. Or, I feel like let's put on a different set of clothes or take out the old clothes. That's what I did today. This is like, yeah, like, take out the old clothes. Wear something that reminds you of who you were before everything got so heavy.
Would you say you're prepared to maybe share any passages or any parts of the work that you feel is relative to this moment or maybe just sticks out for you?
Let me see. Let's try a page and see what happens.
Alrighty.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So my daughter says, I love you more. Okay, because I always say I love you. She says, I love you. Oh, look at this. And this is going to suit you so well. Become a magician. Become a manifester. When you truly decide you can't look back, it's against the law of decision. Make your mind and do not look back.
Against the law of decision,
Yeah,
not to undo the decision.
right. Not to look back. Um, not when it's time. Like there's we go back and forth, I guess. Every human being does that. Back and forth on things. But when you finally get to, or when I finally get to a place where I realize that decision is made, then I make my final mind and I say, okay, it's best, move on, do not look back. And there's something very real about that, but very large and empowering about saying, I've made my mind about that and I'm not doing it again. I'm not wasting my energy, my soul, my life, or whomever, whatever. I'm not doing it again. You have magic to create. Hmm.
I love it.
So yeah, it's if you have magic to create, well, get to it because the world is craving it. Every human being is craving it. I love it. But I don't know what people think of me when I'm talking about it, but I'm still doing it anyway. I don't think it hurts people.
Not at all.
Manifestation, that's another one, isn't it? Like that's so um it just hangs in the wind and you can just reach out and take that and say, I think, oh, I'm going to manifest something. Do I know how? Yeah, go pray. And that's all you have to do. Go in silence, sit with God or whomever you want to talk to. And or listen to your if you have a video on manifestation, that's a good thing too. But don't doubt yourself. If you want to manifest something, consistent homeostasis. That's a nice one too. Being
Mhm.
consistent in your homeostasis and being okay, I guess, where you are with things. And then of course the tower moments, as I said last time. I'm
Mhm.
totally into tower moments. I'm
Okay.
not running anywhere. So I see a tower moment, like I'll have it, I'll take it right away. Me, please. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. If I can just review what you're sharing, what this sounds like, honestly, is your normative magic, how you are making it very normal as the woman you are to experience, engage, and receive magic. The terms and titles that you shared, just in those quick digestibles or quotables in your book, you spoke about magic, the magician, manifestation, and the inner child. And so, as a total review, it sounds like you are creating a normative, let's say, reality around something that's very supernatural. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, totally. Supernatural, divine, love. The thing that came when you asked me what do I think of that, love is what I heard more so than anything. It's
Mhm.
about love. It's all about living through love. And then in walks peace. And oh, it's so easy to just love. It's the hatred and the judgment and all those things. Those are the difficult things. And people are choosing difficulty over something that is so nice. Like use the word nice and happy and those words and live it. But it's really about living through love. It's just about being like, who are you? And, we think that we have to be adults to ask the questions, who am I? That's not true because kids have it figured out. They're not asking because they're living it. So if you want to find out about how to be who you are, take a look at a group of children and watch them. Life is not actually supposed to be so complicated. Last thing I heard, life was a gift. And that's why they say it's a present. I read that again recently, something about life being present and life is a present, which is a lovely little quote. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you are your own present to yourself. How are you going to treat yourself? And how are you going to treat others? Is it going to be in kindness and niceness and a bit of happiness or not? And no one is holding you accountable and nobody is making you do it. You choose. have your own thoughts about it and choose it for
Thank
yourself.
you.
And that's it.
Thank you for enjoying this show and this tutorial, this, let's say, this spiritual guidance from Stella, helping us to understand the power of belief, the power of the voice, and the certitude, the fortitude of prayer and playing through the love of God and love of life. Any final takeaways, Stella?
It also doesn't hurt to have a good leader.
Love, love, and a good community. Be sure to join us in the next episode to find out what to expect next from Stella. And we're going to be so excited to understand where to view her book and where to consume more of her content, insight, and her leadership. So thank you for enjoying this show, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Take care.